Hello, this is Michael. I would like to introduce you our small size silicone O-ring fully automatic cutting and bonding machine. This machine is specialized for doing small size silicone O-rings. As you can see, the clip hand can draw the gaskets to length, and dipping both ends with silicone adhesive and put in a hot mode for heating. The heating temperature is about 160 or 70 for spongy silicone gaskets. And the heating times and we can set on the touch screen for both upper mode and down mode temperature. Yes, and you can see the groove brush. See the groove brush here. After every gasket dipping, it will be brushed back and forth with adhesive for once. Yes. And in the floor here, we can see the feeding system. Every gaskets are passing through one individual fixtures. And under here, we can see, in order to avoid cooling during feeding process, we also had some sensor wheels down here. You see, when the sensor wheels are lifted up, are put up by the gaskets, it will send the feeding roller to feed these gaskets. And every gaskets are passing through one individual fixture here. You see, and the downside is the basket for holding the gaskets. And we can see from this angle we can see, yes, every gaskets are fed in one alignment. They do not cross each other. I mean, feeder 1 with feeder 1, feeder 2 with feeder 2, and feeder 3 with feeder 3. So it's they're always in one line, yes. So this is the general review of fully automatic cutting and bonding machine, specialized for making small size, from the feeding system, bonding system, and also the discharge. You can see the discharged. All these are made O-rings from the conveyor belt. We can see the joint quality. See the joint quality is very good, and we can later, you can just separate them. The joint still kept. Yeah. 哦，这有点难撕啊，是这样的啊。Joint O-rings. This is very high productivity. Yes. Co-extrusion capabilities. And here in the touch screens, we can set all the parameters we want. For the product cutting length and the length compensation and other dipping times, glue dipping times, and the machine speed and all the stuff. Yes. Okay, this is the general introduction of our small size. Okay, one more thing, you can see we apply transparent signals, which ensure the workers can see clearly what happens inside. In the emergency, we can stop the machine immediately if any emergencies. Yeah, and in the alarm code, every alarm will trace to the alarm code, and we can clearly alarm. We know we will send the alarm contents to our engineer, and we will give you solution. Yes. Okay. So this is the general introduction of our small size O-rings, which is typically applied for small size O-ring bonding. The minimum cutting length we can go is 70 mm for the minimum cutting length, and the diameter we can go as small as 1.5.